Well, it really helps. I think first of all he's a big body. He's a 300-pounder that, his presence, and it helps in the rotation numbers and getting in there when you get in the extended drives, those kind of things. So it's a real plus to have him out there.
You think he's been effective the last 2 games for you?
I think he has, but I think he's probably a little bit rusty, to be honest with you. His technique matters, such as leverage, running his feet a little bit, those type of things. So, but he's making great progress.
With Owen Williams out, who needs to step up?
Well, I think Demarie Mixon, the passes to him that he's going to find meaningful reps on Saturday, so he's got to be ready and answer the challenge.
How is he looking cracking on the practice field next to these last
Demarie looks good. He's undersized, as a lot of our guys are, but you got to combat that with using great technique, great leverage, and great effort.
Do you think your pass rush is improving in recent weeks?
I think it's improving. Probably the area where we're still not there is play action pass. When we're not sure what it is, run or pass, and the ability to convert and apply pressure, I think that's one area that we've been striving to improve this week.
Corey Vereen, it doesn't look like he's making as many plays maybe as he could. Is he struggling any, or what are you seeing out of him right now?
No, I don't think so. A lot of times it's just opportunities and where you're at and those type of things. So, Corey's a high motor guy and probably has the best takeoff, getting off the football of anybody up front. But, just hadn't had the opportunity, so he's got to keep searching for him.
When you get another mobile quarterback that you're facing, talk about that challenge.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the norm. I think this kid's really good. I think he's a winner. He's got that quality about him. I'm anxious to kind of see how big he is. But he can express the run game, quarterback run, a lot like we faced last week. So there's some similarities there, and I think for us to be effective Saturday, we got to be able to handle the quarterback run game.
Steve, just how unique is it that Derek Barnett has been this consistent through 5 games in his freshman year?
Well, it's pretty unbelievable, to be honest with you. I think when I first went back and you really got a chance to start working with him, his greatest quality is he's just resilient. Nothing affects him. He never gets too high, too low. You can yell at him. You can pat him on the rear end. It doesn't matter. He's the same guy every snap, and I think that's a great quality.
Steve, regardless of the opponent, how important is it for these kids to taste a win again on Saturday? The way this last month has gone, as tough as it's been.
Well, absolutely. We talk about we're preparing for obviously UTC, but also preparing for the whole season. And you just got to grind it. Same thing as coaches. It's hard. We got to get over the hump and stay positive and keep grinding. There's no secrets. On Sunday morning, we all woke up and we're like, what could we have done? What's the answer? Hey, the answer is get back to work, start grinding, get better, make it happen. That's
How well
the answer.
is Jordan Williams playing?
Jordan Williams played his best game last Saturday. I think he's finally, in Jordan's case, for a long time we were just searching for the right tempo to come off the ball, manage his techniques and those kind of things. Sometimes he was coming off too hard, sometimes he's not coming off at all. And I think last week he finally hit that blend. That's something we've been working on.
How did Traveris do in his first extensive action?
He did good. I think he had 30 snaps, which was a good number for him. And again, I think as we said, he's a little rusty. So, leverage, knee bend, those kind of things have to improve. But I'm really glad to have him out there.
Are you going to keep him on a snap count this week as he still recovers from
just again, it's the ebbs and flows of a game. How many extended drives do you have? What's the temperature? All those type things. But I think having his presence out there really helps.
Ideally, how many snaps would you?
Well, ideally, any tackle would, if you could get in the mid-30s to 40s, that'd be a great day. If they could all have 40 reps, that's a good day because, they can strain and play hard and play with some leverage.
Obviously, losing to Florida was a tough defeat. Have you noticed any residual effect in practice? Have the players been able to bounce back from that to your satisfaction?
They have. We've had really positive practices, and I think Coach Jones's message from the day one was, there's no secret. You get back to work, you address your liabilities, and you got to, have a little soul search and see if you're one of the guys that needs to pick it up. And so, no, it's been good. It's been good, and that's the answer. Get back to work and get going.
Defense has struggled a little bit in the red zone this year. Is there anything that you can put your finger on?
No, not really. I think obviously you have a red zone plan, and each offense is a little different in the red zone, and a lot of times you have certain things you try to do and try to get accomplished. And and sometimes the offenses don't change at all. So we just haven't been as effective as we need to be in the red zone.